Why aren't we kind to the people who are kind to us? In our daily lives, if you think of someone who has stood by us, cared for us, supported us, forgiven us, surely those are the people who we are kindest to, right? And yet, we are kinder to people who we don't even know. We are more polite to strangers. We are more patient with new acquaintances. At home, we get more irritated by people who we claim to love the most and who claim to love us the most. Sometimes we act rudely towards our parents. We act cruelly towards our siblings. We ignore our best friend. We interrupt them. We belittle our loved ones. And I'm not making this video to accuse anybody. I'm just asking if we could acknowledge this, because it is worth investigating why we even do this. You know, the other day, I read something very interesting. French philosopher Simone Weil wrote, "Attention is the rarest and purest form of generosity." And it makes a lot of sense to me, because love is all about giving. It's not about what can someone else give you. It's all about what can you give them, because you love them. And sometimes kindness can simply be to pay full attention to the people you love. Just acknowledging that they exist. Because when you do that, the whole day that you have focused on yourself, you give attention to someone else, and by doing that, you are removing yourself from the center of your own universe for that moment. And I also want to make an important distinction, because till now we have talked about love and kindness. But love and kindness are not the same. They are different. Yes, we can be kind to those who we love, but we don't always love those who we are kind to. Love is a feeling. Kindness is what makes love visible. We can love people, and yet we cannot make them feel it, because they don't see our actions. You have to remember that people don't feel what you're feeling. They only feel your behavior. And which is why it is so important to be kind to the people who you love. And it's also really scary because it makes you realize that for so much time you have not been showing love to the people who matter to you. But be not scared, because it is normal. We all do this sometimes. I think it's just because we become so familiar with people who we love. We spend so much time with them that we sort of make them part of our lives, and they become part of the background. We take them for granted, and we stop treating them like they are so special to us. And I think that is also why sometimes we are often kinder to strangers, because they are unfamiliar to us. That makes us pay attention to them. Because when we pay attention to them, we are kinder to them. I think one of the strange things with our mind is that when it makes things familiar, it can make extraordinary things feel ordinary. And I think in many ways we don't realize the value of something until we have lost it. Until we have lost it. And the same thing happens with the people we love. We take them for granted and we think that they will be with us forever, so we can behave with them any way that we want to. Until one day they leave. Until one day they move out. Until one day the relationship just ends. And nothing is permanent. But when you lose something, it makes you realize the value of that thing. You always had it. You just didn't value it as much. A loss or absence makes you realize the value. Makes you see those things that you had, but you don't have them anymore. So pay more attention, man. Pay more attention to the people who you love. Be kind to them, because kindness is just presence and awareness. It's just being there for someone when they need you, or even when they don't need you. Being aware of what they are saying, being fully present for somebody. I think kindness is a choice, right? Kindness is just a choice to make someone else's day a little bit lighter. Relationships can often become transactional, and that's okay. That happens. We live in a time where almost everything is. It's all about you give me this, so I give you that. You called me, so I call you back. You helped me, so I'm helping you now. But love and kindness exists outside of transactions. You're not kind because you want something. You're kind because that is who you are. And there's no other way that you can be. You're not doing it for someone else. You're not even doing it because it makes you happy. You're doing it because that is who you are. And you can be no other way. Aristotle said that our moral virtues are not occasional, they become our habits. When you keep being kind and you keep being a good person, you keep showing people that you love them, you are making kindness a habit. You are making it a part of who you are. And you are kind. I know you are. I just want you to realize that you can show your love by being kinder with the people who you interact with every day, just by paying attention. Kindness, as Aristotle said, can just become your nature. Because remember, man, this free thing that you could give to somebody could probably be the richest thing that they could receive today.